I think we're working. I think we're... Yeah. Weird. Okay, well, hopefully everything's streaming correctly. Well, according to YouTube, everything is working. Restreams another story. Status not supported. Okay. Here we are. Greetings. Welcome. This is brought to you by the 4th, 5th, 6th dimension, 7th dimension. Broadcast live through the 3rd dimension, though, as you can see. So, yeah, stairwell to the spirit world, as we understand more of our galactic heritage and spiritual heritage. I guess I have to fix this. For some reason. Focus. I'm not sure if that's even gonna work. Okay. Yeah, when I'm coming on, it's saying it's not working, and it says it's working, and it's working. Yeah, and my internet went down right before this, about 30 minutes before, so all systems go. Alright, greetings. Thanks for joining us for tonight's broadcast of the real normal. The 3rd dimensional normal is slowly finding a new way of life. So, today's title, I have to look at it. I already forgot. Earth isn't just a prison, it's a human zoo also. Yeah, because, you know, when I go to, but I haven't been in Busch Gardens forever. I'm not sure if I'll go there eventually again. It was funny, people look at the animals in the cages and they say, oh, it's so terrible. But they don't look at themselves. It's like, I get up, I go to work, I go home, I go to bed, get up, go to work, go home, go to bed. You know, that's not a prison. That's not a zoo. So we're basically, let's see, the spirit world is here, of course, assisting us in our upgrade. More people are going to start evolving into the higher dimensions, little by little, of course, as basically the old ways of looking at the world is going to slowly start to derail. Not yet, of course. Not as fast as some of us would like alien connection, like right now. Of course, the spirit world at the highest dimensions, because I connected to the webinar, the Oneness. I'm going to bring them in again. The architects of aliens. Of course, they need the alien energies to connect to us, because a lot of the spirit energies is such a high frequency, they can't relate to us for anything. Even at their level, the spirit world it's just that we are, you know, at this 3rd dimension, you know, it's just impossible. So it's easy for them to watch us go through hell. It's like, oh, that'll be fine. Look, he's suffering, he's crying. He needs to go through that. And I'm gonna go fly around and live a good life. Yeah, they don't have any weather. They don't have facial problems or anything like that. Everything's peachy keen over there. So they need the aliens that have been through crap similar to us that incarnated in this world to help us move out of this dimension. So yeah, the alien beings at the 4th dimension, 5th dimension, 4th dimension mostly, actually, because they have to be connected to a rhythm with us that we can resonate with too. Yeah, I've always had the Yell came up today actually twice. Well, yeah, some of them are kind of, it depends on what kind of Yo-Yo race you connect with. Some of them are very arrogant, some are kind of, I don't know, there's different types of Yo-Yo race. Some are kind of a pain in the ass. That's why I see more Palladian Assistance as for disclosure than Yo-Yo. Not say all Yo-Yo are a pain in the ass, but some are. I just get that feeling from it. Some are, Yo is very connected to the bankers here, Federal Reserve. Well, I see what Yo is. Many of them went negative really easily, and they don't know how to come out of it. And they're here as human. I mean, they're incarnated with us, but they're super like money influence and just lost. Well, they don't think they are. And that's unfortunate, because they're arrogant. Some of them are. When the arrogant ones come here, they get totally just... That's the end of it, so... At least that's my perspective. No one's perfect. Far from it. Actually, when you think about it, the more problems you have, the more issues you got, the better. Just is, you know, the more like dark side you have. Not to say, you know, that's all you are, but you know, at least in the past, it's nice to, well, even if it's happening currently, but it's kind of hard to help people when you're, you know, out kicking everyone's ass. But anyway, I think so. If you have baggage, let's put it that way. It's probably with the baggage is better than without it. Let's put it that way. Alright, the Oneness Energies, yeah, the name came to me just oneness, sort of just who are you, and oneness comes through. They are the higher dimensions. They don't really say what dimension they are in. They're higher, just a higher dimension. Basically, they show me putting aliens together, basically. So the aliens put themselves together, for that matter. So they show themselves actually putting the aliens together, and the aliens going further with that. It's like, we're here to, like, put in like the architecture of it, and you guys are gonna go do your thing. So it's creation, you could say, where they're coming from. At least the energy I'm getting from them. Obviously, there's a lot more to that, but basically, as you snap into the higher dimensions, ever so slowly. Now, this is one I've been struggling with because I had a alien disclosure message a couple months ago, and I was like, aliens coming here like tomorrow or something like that. But basically, it's getting mixed into our vibration, like even on our DNA. In some ways, our conscious energy, I would say DNA too, in some ways, of basically preparing for it. So you can say DNA because we're getting slowly upgraded towards that. So yeah, you could say it's the same. So obviously, you can always interpret it differently, but basically, we're just changing ourselves to be ready for, you know, like individual connections, but then I'll go into more of the, because I've got these channeling messages in the past that basically there'll be small groups that will actually see an alien being will appear, not just in your third eye, but physically, and then they'll vanish. They'll appear, they'll say their thing, and then they'll go. That's where we're heading. Not sure when it's happening, but we're heading into that. Now, I'm not sure if it'll get recorded, maybe down the road, but we are heading into that eventually. As for world disclosure and all that, it's unlikely anytime soon. I got visions of it, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen anytime soon. Not really. The human zoo situation is like, well, because we're like zoo animals in a lot of ways. We don't know that we're caged up. At least the zoo animals, though, they're in cage. We don't have an idea. And you can say the zoo is kind of like our jobs, our place in life, but mostly our jobs are basically being shuffled around. Government shuffles us around. We're just being shuffled around from here to there to everywhere. You go to Disney, you go stand in a line for 5 hours to ride a 30-second, a 2-minute ride of roller coaster, that new Toy Story thing that opened up. I got a video of it, I haven't posted it yet. People, yeah, that new Toy Story, waited in line for 5 hours to ride like a 2-minute roller coaster. It's like having you running, yeah, this one looks like a dog though. What the hell's the difference? And it's like a kiddie roller coaster. It's not, well, it's like a mid-range 5 hours. I don't think it's like that now, but it was when it opened. Say that's not a zoo, that's a zoo. Or zoo animals, basically. So we got eventual breakout, and they call that normal, and we're crazy. Okay, whatever you say. Yeah. That's sitting in line for 5 hours to ride like a freaking kiddie ride, basically. And this is their adults, these aren't the kids. Kids can wait. Kids don't want it. They're doing what the parents want them to do. So, yeah. So, that's that. Have a nice day. Alright, we're going to connect to the angelic realm. Now, last video, not webinar, but before that, on Wednesday, they just showed up. I don't even know what to expect. I got all kinds of weirdness. So, I might go off subject of the title here, so I just had to call it something. But this is a prison planet. They might go into more details in it of why, how, and well, I think some people already have an idea why, but why you're here. Everyone wants to know why they're here. I'm not sure they're going to go into that, but we'll just see what we get. Some updates. Oh yeah, I definitely have some updates. Nothing major. Did it again. Okay, it's I'mTower.com. I have private sessions throughout the week. This is the calendar. We have gift cards. We have warranted channel. We have Google Hangout, Zoom and channel by phone. It's all recorded. Skype has a new feature that it records finally, but it records. It keeps it for 30 days, but you can download it though. I'm on Thursday still. Those are submitted questions. I should be catching up on Thursday tomorrow, and some of Friday, maybe all of Friday. We'll see. So this weekend I should be at least about 7 days. But when I hit the webinar, I get slowed down. So at least that's the update for that. Spirit Social, same situation here. We also have other channelers and healers I do recommend. This is the social network. Now, the social network, there was going to be an app for this, but that all got scratched. You have to have all these people using it, and it's like, nah, it's over expensive. It's not worth it. But down the road, maybe. So that was kind of the announcement that this is going to have a web app, but well, in the future, if they still offer it, if this thing still exists, because I don't know if the company is going to stick around, but they might. So, oh well, that would have been cool if it. Oh well. And also I have the Jake comic, Rabbit from Space. I might have an update for that tomorrow, possibly. As a cover image and give you an idea of what it's about. Also have a Patreon for support the channel, and you can also support the Rabbit, see what's going on with good old Jake. So more details are down the road. Okay, thank you for your support. This is all weird, and it's going to get weirder. Well, in a way, basically, many are going to be okay, this is the spirit world. The reason I'm connected to them more recently is they are working with the aliens to work with us, but us to trust our spiritual self, our guides, angels, to trust them to have us go into the next level of ascension. So, because when you trust it more and you're ready for it, obviously nothing's going to be perfect. You're still going to have human issues. This isn't going to hurt. But realize also the puzzles of our reality the pieces will start coming in. As more of us awaken, the pieces of the truths, because right now the past is kind of fuzzy, right? Even the current is fuzzy. Well, as more of us awaken, more knowledge, more channelers, more people will come through to open the cave world, the prison world. Then we feel less jailed, basically. So it's now, this isn't obviously, I want to use the word psychic, but intuition, people use it all the time. They say it doesn't exist, yet they use it all the time, which is fine. They have guides. I mean, you came from spirit and they don't understand that. It has been shut off for our lessons, our warnings. Now, okay, this is the spirit. We came here to warn through the different alien energies. A lot of the Archon, Reptilian, a lot of it is actually Archon, because they really hit our world really hard, because they kept us here. It's different. A lot of worlds, they get hit with reptilians or whatever it might be, but usually you can still leave their planet or understand there's something else going on. With us, we got shut down. We feel like we're all by ourselves. And this is, from what I gather, is rare. I mean, at least other beings have an idea that somebody's out there, and even here, like what we're hearing about Palladians and Zetas and all that, they have a more understanding of it. Our world, it's just, you're nuts. You're just crazy. That's all it is. You're just nuts. You know what we're talking about? Let's go sit in a line at the roller coaster for 5 hours. There's probably stuff that's probably 10 hours, but it's funny how that came up now, because I've heard about that a while ago, but of course there's stuff that's worse than that. And or if you disagree with someone, go protest it. That's going to, throw some negativity on a situation that you don't like. That's going to just add to the fire. And so we're all mixed up here. It's because we're connected to lower vibrations more than positive vibrations. And so we're going to steer into more of a negative. So you recognize that you can slowly heal it. It's not easiest for everyone. Some are here for some real major tests. It's like some are always being attacked because you're here to not just be tested, but you're here to get it all over with now, because you're not going to come back to this world ever again, or world's anything similar to this, from what I'm gathering. They come here and get the crap beat out of them, attacked by negative entities, but this is it. It's like I'm warning it all now, so I don't have to deal with this ever again, because you'd be assisting worlds, but nothing like this. Now, there are certain ones that know what I'm talking about. Not a lot of people go through that. Some of them get hit all the time. They see it, they feel it. It's for knowledge for the future. That doesn't mean now doesn't matter, but the future. It's like when you were in school, like you're wearing in 8th grade, and you're going to be a fire. You're going to run a big, I don't know, whatever. That's probably not the best example, but you're like in 8th grade and you're going to grow up and do something in the future. Same thing here. You come to this world, you're born in this world, and then your future lives is where it all really matters. I'd say it doesn't matter now. It does matter now. It's just this is 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step. So this world is at the extreme. Got that right. Boy, that's the truth. That is coming from Florida, my friends, live. So some feel like they're trapped where they are. I feel like I'm trapped for now. It's not all bad, but I don't. What I'm thinking is like, okay, if I'm not trapped in Florida, where the hell would I be? I don't know. I feel the desert. I don't know really. I'm not concentrating on it that much, but sometimes I think about it. It's like, where else would I be? I don't know, on a mountain somewhere with a shaved head, and near Tibet. I don't know. Anyway. Back to basics, or back to, well, yeah, so basically the architecture within ourselves are going to start to activate even more. It's also going to be able to connect to timelines over time. Nothing's going to happen drastically at this time. Many are going to change. Yeah, this is a small duration. Realize many are used to the old world, as you're aware. I'm going to tell you that. The old way of thinking, old way of everything. So that's not something you gradually shift out of. So right now we're all crazy, and eventually we'll be seen as not crazy, but we haven't reached that yet. So it's it's right now. It's not just a philosophy; it's a way of life. It is a spiritual 4D, 5D vibration you're bringing in, so you don't have to suffer anymore, basically. So you have more control of your existence. And allow more of the alien energies to come in, because right now they're blocked out. Not entirely, but there's not enough people now. More people as they awaken without they have to awaken without a manipulation. Well, it helps, I think. You awaken, you get small groups together, small, maybe like 4 or 5. I'm not seeing anything big, and just people just like if you go to a metaphysical event, yeah, like a circle, like how I started, a metaphysical circle, but I'm seeing it more outside. Of course, you have some inside, but I think outside would probably work better. And I say a campfire or something like, I don't know, it might be inside too, but I'm gonna go for the outside stuff. So like a couple people together to get together to connect to their guides, angels, connect to the aliens, and see if somebody shows up. I'm not talking about a ghost, I'm talking about an alien. But it had make an appearance. I'm not saying like a ritual or anything like that. I imagine that'll exist somewhere. But, to open yourselves up and see what everyone's getting. And sending healings to people that are having difficulties or being attacked. and bring in a positive circle energy so an alien being can appear in the middle of that. That's what they're showing right now. And this helps us warm. You might get a picture of it possibly. Now, this is the future. I don't know when. Maybe. That doesn't mean it has to be far in the future. It can be, you know, this year or next year. I'm not sure if we're ready for it yet this year. But down the road, more of this, and I'm not sure if people will get pictures of it, but they'll feel it. They'll feel the presence. And then it'll get stronger and stronger over time. It's belief systems, intentions. It's better that this is a positive group, not just saying that they're positive, but actually being it. Obviously, nobody's perfect, but they're not going to bring in, a dark entity, and nothing's going to show up with that. Then again, you never know, depending on the group. But this is how the ascension is going to really increase, and most of the population, human population, is going to laugh at it. But then again, look what they're living. They have a thing called a gamer. It's like there's nothing wrong with playing games, but it's like your whole career is about playing video. It's funny. It's just funny. It's like, come on, there's got to be something, and that's all alien. It's all alien energies and all that stuff too. So you think anybody was open-minded, it would be them. And I think they are. They're just kind of, it's not part of the mainstream thinking. Because they get messages. They see that they're on another world. They feel more comfortable playing in front of a game than living in this world. Doesn't that tell you something? Well, maybe in the future they'll realize it. Because that's an astral download. Movies are astral downloads too. To awaken us. More movies, like I said, will go into the more alien environment when we're ready. There already are, but it's more manipulation. It's giving us, not always, but not all manipulation, but it's giving us a little, wake up, human, wake up, little, but it's a little stuff here and there. So it's going to really increase in the future. And the rest of us, man, you guys got it good. Here we're just seeing as we're out of our minds. Yeah, look who's talking. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, the rape culture, the violence is okay. Rape culture, movies glorify violence. It's like, jeez, is the Archon vibration telling you enough? Reptilian, it's humans growing up. Human here, it feels like it's still the human race is still, galactic wise, still an infant race compared to other species. So going through a world like this makes a lot of sense. Is that this world is going to go into generations of other worlds and help them grow up. Not they're going to put it. Who knows? Some beings might put their worlds just like this one. You never know. Just to show them that it's possible. It's like, jeez. I'm not sure. Maybe it won't last as long as this one. I hope I'm not part of that, but there's a possibility. Yeah, because all these a lot of worlds are going to be affected by. They're already being affected by this one. They're going to really be affected by it when we fully awaken. Because we're going to use it for positive and negative. What we learned here. So, Earth's process, it's going to go on for a while. For the learning process, as it goes up the dimensions, it'll be seen as like a leader of creativity, and just there's more. I've seen the leader of creativity right now. There's probably more to it than that. Well, you say creativity on a galactic level. So our level is like you're painting like a picture in a bathroom, but no, this is creativity on a higher level. Basically, creating species, creating just worlds. It's like when you get the crap beat out of you, you get a lot of new ideas. Well, some of us do at least. And that's when it'll spark a new creation process. We go universe-wide, I think so. I think this world itself can change the universe for a higher better. It's just we're slowly figuring that out. So trusting spirit will help us trust our alien beings. Because we got to trust ourselves. We got to trust who's around us first. Yeah, you might get attacked here and there. Some get attacked like all the time. Because that's a complicated situation. But it's also sensitivity there that has to be healed, but it's part of a soul growth. But as we are, yeah, it's basically just, it's a once again, it's a gradual process. Let's see. All right, let's see from this. Well, they're already talking through me already, but for alien disclosure, it's happening now. I believe this is mentioned before, actually. The humans are actually turning more into alien beings. Basically becoming more conscious of your power. Just as being people here that want to fly, want to do magic, it's going to increase. It has not quite yet because the spark has not been fully recognized yet. So you're looking for your alien. It's basically more humans just evolving instead of waiting. You're evolving within. So just, and this will allow more events to occur. It's like now when you're at a certain level, when you're more confident of a fourth dimensional energy, doesn't mean you're fully in the fourth dimension, but you have more of an understanding. You can even ask the aliens to make a flyby or something like that. Of course, when it's safe for everybody. To bring more activity into the skies. So yeah, it's basically the soul here is being reborn into another dimension. It's once again very gradual, very subtle, because you have to accept this too. It's up to you. You can say no and be really negative, and that's the end of that, or you do take it to another level. But if you accept it more and you get to understand it more, you become more selfless, more for others. It does help power you up. Is you more for others than yourself? Let's put it that way. I mean, obviously you want to be for you, but for you and everyone else. If that makes any sense, not just for you. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. But yeah, you're basically sending your energies out to others to assist them in their awakening. You might, it just doesn't mean you're going to fully see everything at a higher dimension, because we all need to be in the third dimension for a certain time frame. When enough of us are awakened to the higher energies, then you'll start seeing more ships more clearly and see the other dimensions. Because we are changing our DNA as you awaken. It's slow, but it's a slow evolution. So that's really where all of this is heading. It's basically individually many are activating themselves, unlike anything has been seen before. You can say it's connecting more to the Atlantean, Lemurian energies, and the puzzle of the past will be healed. For right now, we're going to get different versions of it. It's okay, because we're coming out of the web of manipulation, and that web is very thick. You'll see. Humans are looking for their purpose in life, their purpose of existence. Is they ask, but do they really want to hear it? Not all want to hear it. They might hear it and say, that can't be why I'm here. But they're actually experiencing it already. Now, have they received a message exactly to activate it? Some have not. Some have not, because it's not time yet. Some have, and some have rejected it, some have accepted it. It's not the full reason you're here. It's part of it, but it's enough to get you on the right track. So we're all in this spinning wheel of allowing more 5D energies to connect to the planet. So become, less prisoner, more awakened. You can say we're all born in a prison. Think of it like a jail out in the middle of nowhere. Isn't this world kind of like that? I mean, do we see any alien beings coming? Hey, how's it going? Hey, I mean, we hear about it, but do you actually physically see it? No, because we're in a jail in the middle of nowhere, basically. In some ways, I mean, there are neighbors here, but they're not going to talk to us or anything. They're out of their minds. They technically do talk to us, but we haven't quite come up to the level of seeing it. So we're doing our prison breakout right now. We're breaking out of the jail. And it's basically accepting your abilities, accepting all this, I'm going to say again, craziness, of higher dimensional knowledge that is possible. See, people say it's not possible, and they shut themselves down. They say it is possible. Keep your mind open. That doesn't mean you're going to go fly across buildings, but you're allowing yourself to upgrade from the third dimension. Yeah, more open-mindedness, the better. It does get weird, especially if you see like alien, like elephant beings, and I see elephants. Anyway, I'm just gonna go with that. I don't see them, but elephant aliens here are very strong, but very kind to us. They know better than us. That's why they have their species here. But they're warning through our. A lot of species do know better than us. They don't fully understand us because of their dimension, but they still have a better idea than a lot of other beings. So all these animal beings here, are planted to warn more about us, but to not be too disconnected from this type of disconnect. Not to be from our disconnect, from us. So they have an alien, like the bees and different animals here to warn about us as we evolve. Because when they're at a fourth dimension, we're at a third dimension. They don't know what's going on with us. So if they have an animal species here, they can go through that animal species and go through us and figure us out. If that makes sense. So it's reading our vibration. It's like having an incarnation here, but it's one of their own here. So I imagine that makes some sense to somebody. I mean, a lot of these beings, like an elephant being just walking around with a long nose. We don't have a long nose. We have 5 fingers. We don't look like them, so it's a little bit, different. So obviously, and the alien beings definitely have a long nose. They don't. I believe they do have hands like us now. Some do. As for how all that works, I'll just leave it. Well, if they connect to us, they have hands like ours. Others don't really need it, but not important. But the elephant energies here, it just, I don't know, it's like a fatherly, motherly energy from them. It's just a kindness. Even if they're, like we're, in some ways we are like the children in some regard. We are reckless. Now open us to evolve peacefully when we're ready. So there's more than that. The elephant energy is feeling really strong. But it's like in the ancient times, many beings abandoned us. You can say some Palladians abandoned us in the past. Some did, not all. But a lot of at least the elephant species did not abandon us. But some did, as we became like just disgusting in the past, and even now we have not improved ourselves, because we can actually break out of these manipulations a long time ago. We choose not to. Why? Because it's called normal. It's called normal to be destructive. The money currency, that was called normal. All this stuff to keep us in this prison environment is all called normal. So I believe throughout the centuries and whatever it is, we had capabilities of breaking out, but just with so many of us in this grid, it was impossible to break out of it. So now we're in a different time where it's technologies. I mean, I believe we've been here before, like Buddha. There's been even Yeshua to a certain extent, but Buddha, and there's others. It's been done different ways. This is a way of, let's put it this way: you want success of just in connecting. Just be open. Of course, not everyone's ready, but be open-minded to the spirit energies. Instead of being shut down. Oh, I just gotta be 3D. Well, let's put it this way: when you're ready to connect to the spirit world, just believers, ask for assistance, ask for more. And I realize not everybody's always. It's not always time for everyone, because that has a lot to do with timelines too. So just do what you have to do, and you'll find your path. Because more will come through. More of the blockages will be released when the time's right. It can say also has to do with, are you ready for what's here? Are you ready for an elephant being or a giant cockroach to say hi? You know, we're the aliens instead of some Zeta or some human. Are you ready for that? Let me guess. No. They'll go grab their shotgun because they're doing the Bigfoot. So, you know, that's the thing. It's like a spiritual responsibility. Not to say you're going to connect to all that, but there's stuff here that is wild. And not many are ready for that, especially those in the third dimension. So it's like adapting, getting used to this stuff, where, you know, a lot of people like being in a world of humans and we just have animals. Nothing wrong with that. But when we're killing each other, you can't walk around New York City by yourself at night. Or if you're a female, you can't walk around just New York City at midnight by yourself. We got something wrong here. So, just putting that out there. So, and that's the thing. A lot of these spiritualists in the past, or now, call this entertainment. This is not entertainment. This is the new generation of basically trusting more of your spirit self. And it's not going to be a psychic hotline. I mean, you'll be the hotline. And you'll be helping those around you. And you'll help others open themselves up. That's where we're heading. Slowly. So yeah, it feels like the alien human is reactivating itself. No, are the aliens going to be physically here? Well, this is the hardest time to be here, because it's you know, because we're reactivating ourselves. So, and most humans are just laughing about all this. The prison's great. Why leave? Exactly. Why would you? Exactly. It's not safe here. You guys are okay with that. You're okay with going to school and be programmed. You know, it's funny, like, school is like, that's the real jail, really. I mean, you're okay. You're a kid. You're open-minded. Everything's great. And you put you in school. Which really sucks. It's like, here's indoctrination. Welcome to the third dimension. So all that happiness is gone. Welcome to slavery. Even if you're a billionaire, trillionaire, it doesn't matter. Welcome to slavery. Because even as billionaires, I imagine if you piss off the right person, all that will go away. I can't imagine that's hard to do. Or you will go away, whatever it is. It can't be that hard. So, like Bill Gates, super sellout. Unfortunately, some of his other either way, they all serve a purpose. It's all, you know, it's not not to judge. Obviously, it's just tell it how it is. That's one thing, but far from judge. Because even with someone like Bill Gates, for example, we're learning through his energies, like these big Fortune 500 companies. You know, they have a lot of IBM with the Nazis, on and on. Coke, what the fuck, Coke. Coca-Cola, what the hell is that shit? That's like probably an Archon drink or something like that. It's like it has alien energies in that. It's screwing ourselves up. So, not in a positive way. Imagine there's a type of Coke you can drink that'll actually help you clear out your vibration. We'll get there eventually. Well, more people are drinking water and stuff like that, more healthier stuff. Not to say there's anything wrong with Coke, but to remove all, let's put it this way, remove all the not so good stuff about Coke. It's probably going to be fine, but you know, there's stuff there that's probably not the greatest. But we'll get there eventually. But yeah, it's basically understand the stepping stones of yourself, and just and I believe a lot of people are really hard on themselves because they're not opening up fast enough. They're not using telekinesis and all that. Just be yourself. Just go with the flow. Do what you feel like you need to do. And always, another way is ask the angel. Of course, always thank God for your, even if the situation sucks. Jeez, those are fun. Be thankful for what you have, even if it's not great. It does help because you're thankful. Thank your guides, even if they're either way. God, if you feel like He's rejected you, it's still good. It does bring in a positive energy because you're thankful. It's just having that thankfulness does help. It just clears stuff out. It just does. I think I lost my train of thought on the other part I was going on, but either way. Yeah, I lost the other part of it, but either way. So, yeah, hopefully it doesn't sound too preachy, but, because people are hard on themselves, because they're not doing, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not flying. Just go with the flow. At least you have a goal, and it doesn't mean let go of it. Hold on, it's there for a reason. It's just, it might be 5 years down the road. Trust me. I'm not going to go to my life story, but I have this stuff take forever. So, I'm not going to go into that, but I know how it feels to wait. So, I'm with you. It's worth the wait, though. There's nothing wrong with having many goals, many priorities. If things aren't working out the way you'd like to, it's good to still have that. You still have that desire. Continue with the desire. Well, a lot of us like to change our environments, but the idea is to remove the third dimension mindset. That's a big piece of pie there. So, being around the third dimensional human is not easy. Jeez. Yeah, it's not fun. So, but unlocking the third dimension, it's fun in a lot of ways, but it's very lonely, because most aren't going to understand it. It's like the old ways of 3D don't have to be exercised anymore, and it takes a while to digest. But people want to connect to their aliens. We will once we remove the blockages. It's like, is Illuminati, did they lose? Well, their presence is still here, obviously. We don't have to give in to it. It's like I'm here, others are here too. It's time to let it all go. Just all the paranoia, just let it go. The economy's gonna crash, just let it go. There's a hurricane gonna come, just let it go. Just screw it. If it happens, we'll figure it out when it comes. It just one day at a time. A lot of people, for what they're saying, are going to connect more with the weather than anything else, because it does get kind of miserable in some areas. When people start connecting more to their spiritual self, to be able to work with the weather, and especially if you're with a psychic, I won't use the word psychic, but a spiritual group, and you start working with the weather, it's like, wow, it just got nice and cool here. See, that's, because that's showing that we're connecting more. We're believing this. Because right now we're all at such a low vibration, it's so hard for that. So those, I'm going back into those that are getting attacked a lot. I get attacked here and there. I don't get attacked every single. I probably do get attacked every single day. I just don't realize it. But sometimes you really get hit. But anyway, for those that are getting attacked, what's happening is that are really feeling it. Well, as the third dimension is lifting out, and you're picking up the hostility. It won't. This attack should not last forever. It's hard to say, but what's going on? It's just that these beings see things clearer than we do. We don't see the full picture, but they see the future, and they don't like what they're seeing. Especially when religion gets removed from the planet. It's like, once again, not to judge, but we need it, to grow. Everything negative here, we need it to grow. We have to, different alien. Eventually I'm going to go into, this is going to be fun. Other worlds that are worse than Earth. I'm not sure if I'm ready for that one. Some are here to go to that world. I think I'm there right now, actually. I'm really proud of myself on that one. I'm not alone, that's for sure. Can you imagine worse than this? I don't want to think about it. But it feels like some people need to hear it. Because they feel very lost here. And when they hear that, it's like, oh, that makes sense. So obviously it's going to be a small amount. But some are, I mean, if it's 1,000 people, I'm like, what the fuck? That's too many, but either way. Because your mission lies elsewhere, because this is just a medium. Freaking medium. There's a world worse than this one. I think they're in another universe. I don't think they're in this one. This universe is kind of, I want to say it's close to worlds like ours. It's not allowing another world like this to be put together. Because this one, when it really goes up in the dimensions, I would say around the 6th dimension, it's really going to shine across the universe. Like anything other. I'm not just saying that. It's like, wow, But that's what I'm feeling from it. Once we get, I mean, even at this dimension, we're a big deal because we're pissing everybody. Yeah, because we're causing a lot of trouble here. Even if we're not doing anything, I mean, we're just going to get up, going to work, like, us being in a prison causes problems elsewhere. It's weird because all these beings that are causing it are. It's like, hey, if we can do this here, we can do it other places. It's like, so it's weird. Yeah, it's another thing. I think I've mentioned this before, but yeah, our human species made other aliens worse. And they're already a pain in the ass, but then when we got manipulated and became bad, we made other beings. We brought them down to our level. Some are reptilian, some are Palladian, some are Greys. Yeah, something to be proud of. Shit. So, let's see. That was basically energies from oneness at this time, or the spirit vibrations at this time. I feel like they're coming from a 12th dimension energy right now, but they can go much higher. 12th dimension, at least they get their mention out, their message out. I think I already mentioned this, sorry, but yeah, those beings that are at a high vibration, I mean, freaking high, they look at our world and just like, yeah, that's right, I already mentioned it, yeah, who cares? What the fuck? It's like, yeah, they'll be alright. 100 years of pain? Oh, that's not very long. That's like, what, 30 minutes over here? Yes, oh shit. For them, maybe. For them, it's 20 minutes. For us, it's like, what the fuck? So, yeah. So they need beings that are at our level to wake them up. Because think about it, everything's perfect. Like somebody that's super wealthy, like a billionaire, and they look at somebody poor, it's like, you'll be fine. Or whatever. Yeah, because if you're doing fine, it's like, so it's hard to have sympathy for anybody either. So, not to say the higher dimensional beings aren't sympathetic. I think they are. It's just they're at such a different level. It's hard to see things at this, yeah, in the gutter basically. So, but yeah, we are zoo animals basically. We're seen as, I mean, we're treated like cattle. We treat ourselves like cattle. We treat kids like cattle, like getting wine and all that crap. Oh, that's fucking gross. Like the Gestapo stuff. It's so fucking gross. Just school is just. And then school does have Nazism energies there too. Physics, but other stuff too, just indoctrination. That's all there. So, yeah. At least in America, I don't know as in other countries, but you can't imagine it's much different. Yeah. Because it's better to be free. Schools to be more free. Let the kids create and build. Of course, teach them, obviously, but learn from them. It's like the teachers should be learning from the students to see what they have to bring, and develop those talents. I don't think school does that. It kind of does it. It's like, oh yeah, you have, what is it, the gifted class? The gifted class, the only thing I get from that is that they're the easiest to indoctrinate. It's like, wow, you're really good to become a robot. It's like, all right, you're gifted. That's, yeah, you have a high IQ of manipulation. Good. So the rest of us that don't bother any of that, that's a good thing. Of course, it's not easy financially because we're always poor. You can't connect to anything. It sucks, but yeah, so it's weird. But we need everything. So, all right, that's it for tonight. I was going to do a radio show tomorrow. I'm going to take a break on that. I'm going to do I'm going to do a new format Not yet, but I'm going to take calls here and do the radio show here. I can run it like a radio show. I have my Skype number I can use. I just use that, and I'll use the YouTube chat. I'll connect with that, and we'll just play it by ear, but not yet. I might do maybe one Monday, but I might do it on Blog Talk. I still have that to use, so we'll see. I would get guests, but I'm too tired to do it. I'm too tired to contact people. It's like, shit, it's another thing I gotta do. It's like, forget that. So I'm just going by people I know. If you want to be on the show, just email me. That's fine. That's easier. But I don't have energy to go after people, so I'm not sure if anybody's going to show up anyway. So I feel not liked by a lot of people in the spiritual community, which is fine. It's okay. This is unusual, but good stuff. Alright, much love everyone. Take care, and be back